The book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 3. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return to her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord. Lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where thou hast not been lean with, Lien. In the ways hast thou sat for them, as the Arabian in the wilderness, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness. Therefore the showers have been withholden, and there hath been no latter rain, and thou hast a whore's forehead. Thou refusest to be ashamed. Wilt thou not from thy time Wilt thou not from this time cry unto me, my Father, thou art the guide of my youth? Will he reserve his anger forever? Will he keep it to the end? Behold, thou hast spoken and done evil things as thou couldest. The Lord said also unto me in the days of Josiah the king, hast thou seen that which backsliding Israel hath done? She is gone up upon every high mountain and upon every green tree, and there hath played the harlot. And I said, after she had done all these things, turn thou unto me? Oh. And I said, after she had done all these things, turn thou unto me. But she returned not. And her treacherous sister Judah saw it. He's had it with everybody. I don't even know how we made it through, guys. And I saw when, for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. So, you see, they're talking about that time when there's all the northern tribes and there's just Judah, right? Kind of holding on to the remnant. But the Lord has stated, no, you're like a whore's forehead, you're like a treacherous sister, you are a harlot also, Judah. And so everything, it's just coming down to there's nobody left. There's just nobody left at this point. And here's Jeremiah coming in there, letting him know what's up. And this is why. Idolatry is basically, okay. And I saw when, for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. And it came to pass, through the lightness of her whoredom, that she defiled the land and committed adultery with stones and with stocks. So that's talking about they're building stone effigies. They are building, I'm not sure what a stock is. Maybe it's stuff with wood. So wooden effigies. And yet, for all this, her treacherous sister Judah hath not turned unto me with her whole heart, but feignedly, saith the Lord. So Judah didn't sincerely come to the Lord, is what's being said here. And that must make him pretty mad, right? Because it's not only you're not coming to the Lord, but Yeah, when you come, it's totally fake. So he'd probably rather you not even try that one. But it was like, if you have to say this, it's saying that nobody was even trying at all. And the only time was when they were lying to God. So, and the Lord said unto me, the backsliding Israel hath justified herself more than treacherous Judah. Uh-oh. In which way justified? Let's see. Go and proclaim these words toward the north. He's talking the other 11 tribes, not Judah. And say, return, thou backsliding Israel, saith the Lord, and I will not cause mine anger to fall upon you, for I am merciful, saith the Lord, and I will not keep anger forever. Only acknowledge thine iniquity, that thou hast transgressed against the Lord thy God, and hast scattered thy ways to the strangers under every green tree. And ye have not obeyed my voice, saith the Lord. Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you, one of a city, and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Pastors. Wish we knew who that was supposed to be, because, well, if they repent, then they, well, like, look, David, Hezekiah, he's not saying kings, he's just saying pastors. He's had it to the point where he's just done with the kings, maybe. He's like, I'm not even going to give you, I'm not even going to hold up a good king. This is what you're going to get now. He says, I will give you pastors. Not like pastures, like land. He's talking about counseling according to mine heart. So he's gonna be watching them and distributing out what is needed. Okay, so which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. So look right there, no more kings. He's like, see what else? And it shall come to pass, when ye be multiplied and increased in the land, in those days, saith the Lord, they shall say no more, the ark of the covenant of the Lord. Neither shall it come to mind, neither shall they remember it. So we know this happened already, right? Who was that? Josiah? This is why this guy's involved, and I'm not even going to get into a big story about it because I'm just going to try to keep reading. But it was like Josiah or Hezekiah, and everything had been, there was nothing left, because when they returned from Egypt, well, everything was gone. There was no Ark of the Covenant. There was no, and somebody found a book, and they found the book. And they're like, and the priest got all excited. They ran to the king. They're like, we found a book. And then they started keeping, all the Levitical laws the best they could, keeping the commandments, doing the things they should. So this was during that time, and maybe it's during now as well, you see. Neither shall they visit it, neither shall that be done anymore. Yep, that happened. They don't. Maybe somebody does it, but I doubt it. I think they would try to do it at the third temple, but I heard it sounds like a pretty good idea. Like, it sounds like a really good thing. Yes, let's all agree. Noahide law. Yeah, Shabbat on Saturday. I don't know what the problem is. What are the consequences if you don't do that? But the other problem with the Noahide law is if you're a Christian, they'll kill you. Something like this. So yeah, it sounds good. Everybody, let's all do Shabbat, but then there's that part. So times change, right? All the time. At that time, they shall call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord, and all the nations shall be gathered unto it, to the name of the Lord, to Jerusalem. Neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil heart. So now he's talking about the end of the damn world, because in those days the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel. So that's everybody. The 12 tribes gathered again is what is being said here. Together again. And they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers. So he's saying everybody's going to return to Judah. All the 12 tribes. That's what it says right here. Everybody out of the land of the north. But I say, how shall I put thee among the children and give thee a pleasant land, a goodly heritage of the hosts of nations? And I said, thou shalt call me my father, and shalt not turn away from me. Surely as a wife treacherously departeth from her husband, so have ye dealt treacherously with me, O house of Israel, saith the Lord. A voice is heard upon the high places, weeping and supplications of the children of Israel, for they have perverted their way, and they have forgotten the Lord their God. Return, ye backsliding children, and I will heal your backslidings. Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art the Lord our God. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. Truly is in the Lord our God is the salvation of Israel. For shame hath devoured the labor of our fathers from our youth, their flocks and their herds, their sons and their daughters. We lie down in our shame, and our confusion covereth us. For we have sinned against the Lord our God, we have sinned against the Lord our God, we and our fathers, from our youth even unto this day, and have not obeyed the voice of the Lord our God. That was a pretty good one. Well, because it's explaining exactly what happened, how it happened, what's going to happen in the future. So basically, he's saying, you know what? Look, the 11 tribes, I've already turned my face from them, basically. And so, Judah, you know what? You too. You're total whore. You are just after all other idols. You don't even think of me. You don't even remember me. Not much less think of me. You don't even remember me. So, yeah, he's telling Jeremiah, go up to Israel. Go and proclaim these words toward the north, and say, return, thou backsliding Israel, saith the Lord. And I will not cause mine anger to fall upon you, for I am merciful, saith the Lord. And I will not keep anger forever. So this is Jeremiah going up, letting him know, look, do it. The Lord is speaking through him, and he's giving a good message. He's like, and I will give you pastors. Like, look, there's Jeremiah, right? Nobody else was even of the spirit God wanted, where he could give them the message. So here comes Jeremiah. He was in this way for God, where he was able to do this. So he does exactly. He goes straight to the north, and he tells them, look, God said, I'm going to give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And there's nothing more important than that, right? He's not saying, I'm going to return you I'm going to return your land, your Israel, this and that, everybody go back, it's going to become one big Israel. No. This is the new plan. This is like a new covenant in a way. It's not a covenant because, it's not saying that explicitly, but in a way it is, right? They have hope now, because you think they are just going to, anything would change with the continued behavior? It never would. It would only get worse. So here comes Jeremiah, one last hope. He's a prophet, and he's going, look, he's sent by God. He's saying, look, it's like, let's just give this one more shot. Stop backsliding. And people, we'll see who's going to be affected, who's going to be start repenting and crying, And then he says, and we're going to give you pastors. So you have something to look forward to, right? And it's like, hello, this guy's already sent by God. This is like a miracle. He's a prophet. He he's doing pastor work. But he's even saying, I'm going to send you pastor. They're lucky they got him. We're lucky. I mean, we're all lucky he came along, right? Right. I don't know what this weeping prophet is, right? He's taking directions. He is being told to go to the north and do this. Do you think he wants to do this? Do you think he wants to sit there with these people that have completely disobeyed everything? They are living this whole other Babylonian lifestyle right now. A whole nother level, worshiping other gods. They are doing everything. He's put in the allegory of the wife leaving the husband. Now that is just totally unheard of in those days. Now maybe, I mean, what do you mean? Like maybe the man would have like a bunch of wives, but the wife just getting up and leaving for no reason. That's what the intention is here. It's not like the husband did anything to her. That's what's being expressed. So it's just vile behavior. And he's being sent to, God is sending this guy who is not a total loss, right? And he's like, look, I'm going to use you. Go to the north. Start there. So that was pretty good. I can totally see it happening. I don't know what nobody's crying about. It's not considered any crying here. This is pretty strong. We'll see what happens next.